Hey guys, and welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I've got some Seafoam in my hands here. A YouTube viewer was asking me, if I put this in my snowblower that is surging, will it cure the problem? So to be honest and fair here, I hardly ever use Seafoam in my shop. I've never tried it to see if it would fix an engine that's surging, but I do have a snowblower in the shop that surges like crazy. I'm going to put this to the test for that. This is not to put the product down or elevate it. It's just to answer a viewer question. Again, guys, I am unbiased here. I went and bought the Seafoam myself. So basically what I'm doing is I'm answering a viewer question. If you have a question like this, please send it below and I'll try to make a video out of this. So let me show you the snowblower that is acting up. I will start it up and I will tell you the exact dose I am putting in the snowblower. I will try it out with it. First, I'll try it out without the Seafoam, then with the Seafoam. I'll let it sit overnight to see if it makes any difference, and we'll go from there. Okay, here's the snowblower. It's a Briggs & Stratton snowblower with a Briggs & Stratton engine. This engine is surging. I get a lot of these in the shop with the surging problem, but today I'm trying a different method, and that is with Seafoam because this was a viewer question, legitimate question. So let me start up the machine. You will see it surge up and down. I will also test it in the snow. The machine seems to surge a bit less when you have it under load under a lot of snow, which is typical of any engine that surges. But as soon as it's not under load, it surges like crazy. So let me show it to you guys and we'll go from there. The machine does start pretty easily, guys. It's just, it surges. Okay, you can hear that it surges here. What I'll do now is put in the Seafoam, run it for a bit so it gets in the system, and then give it a good run in the snow over there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's crack this can open. This is a brand new can here. And I read the instructions, and it said to put 15 milliliters per 1 liter of fuel. So 1 liter is just over a quart. And it said if you have bigger problems or if you want to clean your injectors to put 15 instead of 10. Sorry, it was 10 milliliters for the usual dose per liter and 15 if you want to clean your injectors or stuff like that. So if you have bigger problems or a bigger job that needs cleaning, you put a bit more. So in reality, guys, this is not a big dose, 10 milliliters. I will put a bit more. I've got about 2-3 liters in this gas tank, so I'm going to go for like 45 milliliters. And to be fair here, I will put a bit more because I've got a bigger problem there. So I've almost doubled the dose here that is recommended. I've put this much out of the can here. So it's quite a bit. It's probably more than what I should. Hopefully it won't affect the seals in the carburetor, but I'll let this sit a bit. I'm going to let it idle so that the Seafoam gets right in the carburetor. So I'll start her up here. So I put a bit in there, ran for about 5 minutes here. There is a lot less surging. I'm a little surprised, I didn't expect this. What I'm going to do is let it cool off here, and I want to see if it still surges when it's cold. I'll come back a bit later here when it's cooled down, do a cold start, and see what happens. Okay guys, this is the next day, 24 hours later. And I have to say, yesterday when I put the Seafoam in there, it seemed to run better. It did. I was a bit surprised by that. So it's about -4 degrees Celsius today here. I'm going to start it up now and see if it pops and surges. It's not running too good. I haven't done anything to the machine. It was sitting here overnight. Same fuel, everything. I'll start it up again, see what happens. Man, she runs really bad. It's actually worse. Okay, what I'll do guys here is replace the spark plug and try it again and see what happens. It's actually running worse than it did yesterday. Okay, I just got the plug out. Here it is, it's pretty black. This is the exact machine I just put out a video on how to replace the plug. Now it's getting a little bit dark here. It's the end of the day. I'll try it again. Hopefully it was just the plug for the rough running there. Okay, so it is running good. It is a bit smoky. I don't think it was that smoky before I put the Seafoam in the tank. So I'm ending off the day. I'm closing the shop here. I'm going to come back tomorrow and I will snow blow in here a bit, test it out for good and do another cold start. And I want to see if that surging is gone for good. I'm hoping it is. So we'll see you again tomorrow in this video. Okay, back here on the third day, same video here. I'm going to start it up here again. This will be a very cold start. See how it runs. I put a new plug in the last clips. I'm going to run it through some of the snow here, and then I'll see how it runs. Well, that went pretty good. You know what? I'm a bit shocked. You know what, guys? Like I just said, I'm actually a bit shocked that it worked. I did not think that this would make it surge. This machine here has been surging for months and months. And usually what I do is I take the carb apart and enlarge some jets. I'll show you a bit later. There are videos on that. I'll put the link in the video description and in the comment section as well for you to watch. If this doesn't work, guys, do what I do in the videos that I just mentioned. Do not put too much of this. It can be hard on the seals in your carburetor, stuff like that. Just be careful. It may not always work. You know what, to be honest, I did not think that this machine would run any different today. I'm actually a bit shocked. It's the first time it runs like that. We had to run this machine here on pretty well half choke every time I cleaned behind the shop here all winter. I even had a young guy come and help me. He would use the machine and he would complain about it as well. Man, this machine ran with no choke on. I'm hoping that it won't just run like this with the Seafoam, because it would get expensive. So what I should do here is, once this tank is burned up, is just put straight gas in there, pump gas, and see what happens. But I have to say, I'm impressed. I did not expect this. It did make a difference, I have to say, honestly, because you saw it at the beginning. Yes, I did replace the spark plug, but running on choke is not because of a spark plug. That is because of an engine starving for fuel. So anyway, if you guys do this, use it properly. If it does it after you put straight gas in there after, just do what I do in the other videos, enlarging the air jet and the bottom jet on the carburetor. Okay, so the Seafoam probably will not work all the time, guys. Let's be realistic about that. And what I meant earlier in the video is, if it doesn't work, you've seen me grab my micro drill bits here that you can get on Amazon and drill out the small hole here from this jet that is located right here. You undo the screw, pop it out. And also, I use torch tip cleaner sometimes to enlarge the main jet in the emulsion tube here just a little bigger so the engine gets more fuel. If you tried the Seafoam, again, don't put too much. I actually probably put a bit too much here in the engine for this video, but if it doesn't work, then do this and you should be good to go. Please comment below, guys. Let me know what you think. I was skeptic about this, but today it kind of changed my view on the Seafoam a bit, quite a bit actually. Anyway, I look forward to your comments. It'll make for nice discussions. Have a great day.